Hey, what's up? Hey, I wanna share something with y'all. I saw a video this morning, and I want to say that I'm really, really concerned and really, really scared. Um, and I want to say this. Um, our black women, and let me stop doing this while I'm saying it because I want to be serious. I want y'all to really listen to me. We're living in some dangerous times. Some real dangerous times. And I want y'all to know something. To all of my sisters out there, black women are under attack. Not just because they found that little girl or that young lady hanging from a tree in Mississippi. I saw a video this morning with this man, I can't think of his name, but he had a cowboy hat on, and he was giving the numbers of black women that's missing. And since I think he said since 2024, he said that it's been 13,500 something black women has come up missing. And with no explanation and no resolve, or either they died or whatever. But I just want to say to sisters, black women, please be careful. And y'all need to be armed and dangerous, because the way this country is right now is making racism and stuff okay again, like it was back before our time. And it's scary. How the hell all these black women coming up missing? Y'all need to go to the shooting range. Y'all need to take situational awareness. You need to take training. You need to learn how to operate your weapon. You need to go get your gun license. You don't need to go nowhere by yourself and stuff, and back roads and dark roads and parking in dark spaces, and people need to have your location and metal glasses. And it's a shame that we have to do that, but that's pretty much, especially if you live in a Mississippi or Alabama or a Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, or Kentucky. You live in the South, man, you gonna have to move and operate a certain kind of way because it's dangerous. And I really do believe, and I'm not paranoid and I'm not crazy. I'm just going by what I see. How in the hell is all these black women coming up missing? How? Hanging from trees, all of these strange hangings. And then the corner in Mississippi, blaming it on suicide. Black people are built to go through stuff. Black people ain't just committing suicide over no damn bills. Hell, we know how to make payment plans. Our people systematically haven't had nothing and just used to struggling and knowing how to struggle if you have to struggle. Knowing how to get by. You know, we a strong race of people. Ain't nobody waking up deciding that they finna go behind a house and hang themselves. I know with this particular generation or whatever, you know, some of the younger kids might do stuff because I don't know if COVID created all of that stuff or whatever. But man, I just find it interesting that black women are coming up missing. That man said in that video I saw this morning, I didn't even know the numbers like that. Since, if I'm not mistaken, I'm quoting, 2024, That man said 13,500 black women came up missing. And it's scary. And everybody need to be armed and dangerous and put yourself in a position to protect yourself, especially if you live in the South. You know, parts of Michigan has a lot of problems with racism, you know, with the Ku Klux Klan or whatever. They're not wearing white robes and on horses anymore. They're wearing shirts and ties now. You know, and I'm just saying, y'all need to be careful. You need to be checking your surroundings. Stop looking at that cell phone when you walk into your car. Stop looking at that cell phone when you get to a red light and you're going to stop and scroll because you got a red light and it's dark, and checking your surroundings, making sure nobody's following you. You need to go live. You know, how in the hell are people coming up missing? And it's scary. And it's sad. You know, all you got to do is do your research. And y'all need to start sending money to the NAACP and the National Urban League or whatever, you know, and I really hate the fact that when somebody like Ben Crump or Al Sharpton speak out against racism, well, I don't understand why there is so much hatred towards people that's speaking out or whatever, like they enjoy having their life threatened and criticized. I done been with Ben. I done seen some of stuff. He done told me stuff or whatever. Don't nobody want to wake up to that every day. Nobody want to be famous for that. But somebody have to speak up, and it just seems like we just turn on everybody that try to defend black folks. They did Dr. King the exact same way. It was pastors that was jealous of Dr. King, that he was getting too much attention, and all of a sudden people turned on him and turning on people that's speaking out against white supremacy and stuff. So I'm just saying, if y'all are out there, be careful. You don't have to go to everything. If they don't have valet parking, it ain't good enough for you to attend. You know what I'm saying? Be careful, man. They putting stuff in your drinks. You know, if you don't have control of that drink, from the moment you get it, don't ever sit it down. They doing all kind of stuff. And watch who your kids around. Keep a close eye out for who your kids are around. I'm just telling you now. And I'm just nervous and I'm worried because, you know, I have daughters. I have a mother. I have a sister. I have nieces. And I'm scared. I'm scared. Y'all, please be careful. Please stop talking about you scared of guns and go find somebody to take you to a gun range and show you how to shoot that and go get you some and invest. If you can get your hair done and your nails done and order all this stuff off Amazon, invest in training yourself or getting somebody to train you so you could be safe. Cause, you know, we not going back in time. We not going to be slaves. You might have to defend yourself. And you don't want to have your family put you in the ground when you could have just did some simple stuff and took some simple steps to save your life, because racism is real and black people are being hunted. Period, point blank. They're being hunted. Being hunted. How the hell that many black women come up missing since 2024? All you got to do, put your nerves aside and go to a shooting range and learn how to shoot. All right, that's it. Have a blessed day and be safe. God bless y'all. Peace.